Hi, my people. So we're just gonna do a quick oil change on this 2024 Ducati SuperSport. I've started already inside, but I'm gonna be taking it outside, and we just gotta take that whole fairing out. That's all we need is to take that one fairing out. There's the black fairing that goes up here. So there's a screw there. There's a screw in here, right there. And then once you take it off, the black one, it's gonna be one screw there and one in there, all right? And it's gonna be that black fairing that's right there, okay? After that, you have a few screws in here. You have two that are in here, okay? You're gonna have one right here. And then of course, you're gonna have two on the bottom. There's gonna be two screws in there. I already took them off. And then we're gonna come in here. And it's sorry, I know I got no light, but in here, there's a screw. I'm not sure, I know up here, there's probably another one in there somewhere, and then this whole thing will pull out, and we could do the oil change with that. We're just taking that out. So I'll probably show you when I take it outside and I'm doing the oil change. I'll try to give you it's basically Allen wrench, I believe. And I'll let you know what numbers I'm using if it's showing. All right, so we took off all the screws. Once you take off all the screws, it's gonna feel a little tight because there are some like plastic grooves and a piece of like plastic that goes into those holes. So they're a little tight, you gotta pull them off. So I already done this, and don't mind me, I got clothes to work, you know, on the oil change today. So I already pulled it out from the front, and then in here we know that it's goes that way, so we gotta, I believe we pull. Oh no, you push out. And this is where the crash occur on this bike. So, you know, right here. So we still got some bundle, but you know the bike runs perfect. It works perfect. So no issues here, all right? But take it off, now we're going outside, I'm not gonna worry about that now. We'll figure it out after. Put this to the side, and you see the filter right here. You're able to reach the filter, and then we have the Allen. We got the big one where there's another little filter in the engine. I guess it picks up on the metal particles. So we're gonna try to clean that up too. All right, my people. So I want to show you. You know, we're gonna leave this one for last, but the ones we're probably gonna go for are the ones underneath. You see that there's one right here, and then that little one over there. We're going to take out the filter. This one is the one that once you take this off, there is some mesh in there. I guess it picks up particle things, and for that one it's like a special long key. So I found this on Amazon, 17, you know, I believe it's a hex, but I also you gotta add an extender to go in there because it's very deep in there. So I'll put it in there, we'll take out the mesh, clean it all up, and then we'll go from there. Now I am attempting to do this without warming up the bike. You're supposed to at least warm it up a little bit. We're gonna see how hard it is. If it's too hard, I'll go ahead and warm it up a little bit. But again, I got a 14 millimeter hex, right? I got a 12 millimeter hex, or 12 hex, we'll call it 12 hex. Then I have a 5 hex for the little one under there, and of course we have the 17 millimeter that's gonna be for inside of this one, inside, to take the filter out. So that's what we're gonna attempt now to do it and see how it goes. All right, so let's try our best. We warmed it up a little bit. I don't think much comes out of this one. And this is with the big one, of course. I don't know if the big one, they made it to go into the big one. Let's see if we can make it happen. Not sure if it's down or up, honestly. But we're just testing, my people, we'll see. Okay, so it might be the other way, as that's the noise that it makes when something is tight. There we go. Okay. Okay, and we do have oil coming out. As you can see, there is oil coming out. Now I do have a rag. Make sure, clean it up. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. And then we're gonna put it to the side because it does have a little ring, as you can see. You don't want to drop none of that. It looks fairly clean. I'm not sure if it's magnetic or not. I'm gonna try to go for the filter. See how that works out. Going for the filter. Because it's still, you know, just taking time for it to come out. And I believe it's this way. So let's see what we get. So this is not working. As you can see, this tool is not working, my people. See that? This tool is not working. So that's good to know. See, I bought this tool, I think it was on Temu. And as you can see, this tool doesn't seem to be working. So let's try it again. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Make sure I don't get burned here. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. And nope. So it's junk. So if you're trying to buy this tool on AliExpress, as you can see, this tool is junk. Okay? It's not really working at all. Okay? It's just sliding right through. So hopefully we won't have no trouble. So we're gonna go for the next tool. So we'll see how it goes. And it should be like this. I'll try it like that first. This one just doesn't seem like it fits either. But let's see. Let's try it like this. Here we go. Okay, so this one it's working now. So it's got to be this one. Sorry, this is in the way, but it's no big deal. It's already loosening up. There we go. So nice tool. You see, we get the other one thinking it's gonna be comfortable, and the other ones help us less than this ones. The ones we think are not gonna work are the ones that help us. There we go, and it's nice and hot, so we gotta make sure that this doesn't fall down. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and of course, I'm still getting dirty when I thought I wasn't gonna get dirty. Here I was thinking I wasn't gonna get dirty, my people, and as you can see, yep, I did. So now I got four quarts, I believe. That's why they said it's bite needed. Let's put this over there. This, gonna use it to clean my hands. I put the thing on sand, the filter, because it's still full of oil. And from there, we'll throw it away and recycle it the way we're supposed to recycle it. Here we go. Okay, there we go. And it's already starting to get, you know, hard, so we might need to get to the other one too, the little one. Because yeah, you could definitely see that there's definitely oil in that one, because it's a little bit more down. Okay, and we'll put this one to the side. Now we're gonna go for the small one, just to get that. And that one you gotta be careful because it's right next to the exhaust. So that's gonna be the 5mm one. So we're gonna take off the last one now, and we should be set. And then we'll take out the mesh. Hopefully this won't give us trouble. Oh, that one came out easy. Wow. Oh. Almost dropped it. Oof. Okay, so this is the one with the magnetic. Yep. Okay. And you'll see particles on it, metal shavings and things like that. I guess that's, it has a magnet up here just for that. So you just clean it up. It also brings a washer, which I believe the new filter got a copper washer in it. So I'm gonna remove it. As you can see, there's a washer right here on it, but I got a new one, a copper one, so I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna just clean it, remove it, and then let it drain a little bit. We'll take out this mesh, and then we'll be ready to just put everything back. So I wanted to show you a little bit. This thing is full of metal shavings, all right? It's full of metal shavings. So what I did is I grabbed another magnet, and I'm trying to pull as much as I can to just clean it up a little bit. Now, you're not gonna get all of it, but you'll get most of it out, which is good. As long as I could clean, look at that. It's all coming out. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna test the big one. And we're gonna see if that mesh comes out. I'm gonna have dirt on this thing. All right, and we'll see what we get. And I might clean this with freaking carb cleaner and then just dry it and put it back in. Yep, you can see. So there is a filter in there, which we're gonna try to clean up now. And somebody might say, oh no, you're not supposed to be carb cleaner, whatever. I don't know if you're gonna be a critic or not, but don't be a critic. Just if you know I'm not supposed to, let me know. But I'm gonna try, there is metal shaving on this, so I'm gonna use carb cleaner and try to clean it up a little and let it dry, all right? Look at how clean this filter is. So I use carb cleaner. Make sure like you blow air in within this gasket, because yeah, it's not good to be putting carb cleaner on this gasket. Sometimes they swell up and things like that. So just make sure you dry it pretty good. It looks pretty dry. So I'm just gonna put it back in, way cleaner than what it was. It had like metal shavings and all that. So we're just gonna clean a little bit underneath. And I believe it should be all set to go. And it's definitely cleaner than what it was. And of course you do wanna add a little bit of oil to the seal of the oil filter. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna try to open the oil up. Oh, sorry about that. So this is OEM from Ducati. And as you can see, there is a copper O-ring, which we believe goes in this magnetic one, because it's the only one that brings an actual O-ring that you can replace. As you can see, it's kind of beat up, so does look identical to it. Okay, there's the new one. The old one, yeah, you could definitely see it's smashed up. It got like a groove on it. And let me see. Now the old one, it is a little bit, it's more thinner, but I think it should be fine. This one's a little bit thicker. That means it covers more space. The hole inside though looks good. So what we care about is that there is a seal, okay? And none of the other ones bring an O-ring. This one doesn't bring no O-ring. The other one does, a huge one, and we don't see no more. So this is the only one. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting this one back. This is the first one, and this one's still dripping. Now you are supposed to use a certain amount of foot torque. I don't have that thing right now, so just try not to over tighten it, you know, because you don't want this thing stripping this thing. So it was real tight in there because, and let me see, I don't want to. All right, because the copper one, it is gonna, you know, you're gonna basically make it tight, and the copper one does, I forget what's the name, but you do squeeze it. It's not rubber, but you are gonna squeeze it a little bit, the copper, and it's gonna expand. So right there, we got it tight. And then when you turn on the engine, it gets hot, that's gonna expand. So we're gonna definitely turn on the engine, run it for a little bit, and just make sure that everything is good. I'm gonna put this one back. And this wasn't really that tight, so watch out, because this is plastic. And I'm like not pushing it hard, but pushing it right there. That should be good. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the bottom one. Okay, I'm gonna put the 12. And I am gonna be editing this video because I don't want to make it too long. Because of course y'all don't really need much when you already know what you gotta do here. And actually, I think it's better to start it off with your hands. Let me try with this. Here we go. Let's see now. Okay, yeah. So you do gotta put a little bit of. And again, I don't know the full pounds for it. And I do have a Torx wrench, but I'm not using it. So I'm just gonna go this one. I'm just surprised it doesn't have a washer. So I think that should be good enough, right? All right, my people. So you know what's next. We're gonna continue with the same thing, and we'll come back once we're done. All right, my people. So we are done. You can see the best thing to do is make sure you get a torque wrench and follow the specs of Ducati. I'm just crazy. I'm the guinea pig for you guys testing. So when I felt it was a little tight, I hit it a little more and that's it. But it's not recommended. Use your torque wrench and follow the specifications of Ducati, all right? This, make sure you always add a little bit of oil to the seal of the filter, okay? I think I maybe over tighten this. You don't want to over tighten it, but add a little bit of oil to it and we should be good. Now we're gonna add the oil. This is what it called for this motorcycle, 1550, which is crazy, but hey, that's what they call. That's what I'm gonna put in, my people. So it's gonna be four of these, 4 quarts. And as always, just put it in and measure it, okay? So that's all. Until next time, my people, be blessed.